أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كلمتان خفيفتان على اللسان ثقيلتان في الميزان حبيبتان إلى الرحمن. For all murids and lovers of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, or murids or followers or deputies or khalif or successors or whatever I am, and all, like father for all. I don't care what I say or don't say. I respect, I don't respect. I am not one searching for people to respect me or to donate for me or to give me money. I will give everyone. Alhamdulillah, I am a one related to Allah Almighty, to Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Grandshaykh, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. I am not a earthly one. I am related to heavenly stations. So I don't care what I will see wrong, I will say wrong. What I see right, I will say right. And now for all whom they think that they are successors or leading the way of Mawlana or Khalif or deputies or Murid, all of you, you are totally ruining the building of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, which he built it, of Naqshbandi way. After 1-2 years, everything is going to totally be finished, and everyone to be running away from the Naqshbandi way, or to be staying in his house alone, keeping his heart connected with Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. And they say, I'm satisfied, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, no need to be gathering or to make zikr or khatam or to come to a crowd to sit with anyone. I don't want, because only coming from this meeting and from all this crowd, all the disturbance and thoughts and making us to be always behind the people instead to be progressing spiritually and to be reaching to Allah Almighty and to Rasulullah. And this is true. And for this I will advise myself, Mawlana advising me, and advise all murids all over the world, in all countries, and all deputies or khalifs or successors, also the one continuing the line. All they are like my son. I was the one appointing to look after all of them and to make for them suluk. I don't care what they say or don't say. If they curse or they appreciate, I am not caring for all this. They respect or they don't respect, I don't care. I am not a one saying that I must be respected, but I am seeing myself to be respecting everyone. And because I am respecting everyone, and I am so interested that everyone to have a good end and to be progressing spiritually and to have good life spiritually and physically and to be in the way of Allah Almighty. For this I will tell you this story which Mawlana told to me, and this is an advice for everyone, and then I go and sleep. I am tired. What is this story? Where is Sabri ran away also? Sabri? Where is Sabri ran away? Yeah. Let him go. The one who will not be dressed by taqwa of Allah Almighty, the one who will not see that in everyone is Allah Almighty, he will not see in everyone is Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he will not see in everyone is Grandshaykh, in everyone Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and Awliyaullah and Ahlul Bayt al-Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The one who want to balance people, the one who want to dance and to kick out people, also the one who will split people or to be a troublemaker between them or making rumors and following all satanic thoughts coming to him and spreading all these between the murids of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim all over the world. They are going to be not only a hypocrite and in the lowest valleys of Jahannam, but they are going to be also punished in this life, in grave, in the other life, and they are going to be a loser. Only they are going to be suffering, and they will be no one respecting them, and will be bad example for Mawlana Shaykh Nazim Qaddasallahu Surah and Awliya, and they will be ruining what Mawlana Shaykh Nazim built up. You see that the four Khalif of Rasulullah, all the Sahaba of Rasulullah, they try till the end of their life, and the followers of them, Tabi'in, and the follower of the followers, and like this on, they used to make themselves and to finish their smashing their souls and their bodies as jihad fi sabilillah, to spread Islam all over the world, spread the Sunnah of Rasulullah, to spread the teaching of Rasulullah, to spread Holy Quran, to spread Hadith of Rasulullah. Why? Our Jama'ah, the Murids of Mawlana, especially the Khalifs, the successors, the whom appointing them helps to be controlling, and they are the one whom everything in their hand, instead to be running zikr and khatim, they are making themselves to be the Shaykh, replacing Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, and also the one who say we are continuing this line, and they are making so badly in this line. And for this I am advising to all of them this advice. If they like, they can, I'm not in need for any one of them, so for that I don't care if they are accepting or not, they happy or not happy. For me it is, if they are happy or not, like toilet paper to wash my ass in it. I don't care, but I am advising. So the one who want to listen, most welcome. The one doesn't want to listen, let him do what shaitan like, and they are going to face the bad end, and to be loser in this life, and to be then destroying all the Naqshbandi line and teaching of it from my brother and on to all successors and Khalifs and deputies and all the people. I don't care. And for this I am telling this advice in time of Prophet Sayyidina Sulaiman alayhi salam. Mawlana said this story to me this morning, telling me, address it and don't care for people if they accept or not, or respect or not, or for the Khalifs or successors or all whom they try to say we are something and we are controlling and continuing as this line and we have a secret. No one has a secret. The secret still in the hand of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, and really in the hand of Seed of Awliya, because it was given temporarily to Mawlana Shaykh Nazim to continue this line until was invited by Rasulullah to return by his reality as Seed of Awliya. Then now the secret in the hand of really in the Seed of Awliya. And all the other whom they are following their mind and they think that they are doing well, only they are wasting their time in dancing, in playing, in doing everything which against Sharia, against teaching of Mawlana, against teaching of Rasulullah, and they pretending they have imaginations and they have imaginable visions and opening and all these things. And this all rubbish, not is something which is really anyone reached to that maqam yet until the appearance of Sahibul Zaman Sayyidina. If all these people they are reached to that maqam and they have anything like miracles or opening or visions, then no more Rasulullah will order all the 124,000 awliya and all these awliya to hide themselves. They will appear instead to these people to appear and give this false impression. Then the real ones will appear. But since it's not at the time for all these visions and this opening, till now Allah Almighty and Rasulullah ordering all awliya to hide themselves until the appearance of Sahibul Zaman. Sahibul Zaman not appearing, anyone whatever he is thinking he's seeing, it is either something addressed to him heavenly, related to his soul, because progressing well in the way of Allah Almighty, they make him to be feel in familiarity and happy to continue, or he has satanic imagination so that to disturb people around them in the world. Some they really have heavenly like a vision or opening, but it is only something for themselves, not for people, so that they continue to progress in the way of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah, showing them these things. But the majority, they have nothing except imagination and visions. And so I am this advice for all of you, not here also, but all the world. Otherwise, little by little, in everywhere the crowd going to be less and less, less and less. But their heart will remain with Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, with Grandshaykh, and remain. All of them, they had good iman, good faith, but they will be saying, we will be alone, better for us not to be with the crowd. Because the crowd only make us to be a loser and satanic thoughts coming. And there's plenty between our all jama'ah all over the world whom they like to be making rumors and backbiting and fitna, to be making like a fire between ashes. How the fire, if you put a cigarette or a one match between a ash, how it will quickly the fire will be going on until it will burn everything. These are like this, and they are well known. These are the hypocrites of this time of the Naqshbandi way, and well known. Even we don't name them, or we try to make familiarity with them and to welcome them, but really we know everyone and his file and what he was programmed and everything. Mawlana knows everything, and if you want he will tell me, I know. And for this Rasulullah say, اتقي فراسة المؤمن فإنه ينظر بنور الله. Be aware from the vision or the instinct of a real mu'min, because he see by the light of Allah Almighty. And so be careful from all these things which is going to happen in front of us, because now we are approaching to time of Sahib Zaman, Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam, and big events and wars and punishment. As physically going to be bad, the events spiritually also, not spiritually heavenly thing, but spiritually between the bodies is going to be splitting too much, rumors too much, backbiting too much, disturbing each other too much, rumors going to be in between them. All of them, they are going, instead to follow teaching of Mawlana, they follow their thoughts and satanic what coming to their mind, instead to follow what coming to their heart. And only few whom Allah protecting and mercying, they will be well dressed by some a little of well light guidance from Mawlana and Awliyaullah to be progressing, but they will be making themselves to be alone, lonely, isolated from the crowd. And for this you see the crowd everywhere in the world now, they are not happy what is going on, and low, but still, because recently Mawlana passed away not long time, for it they are still united and still going to visit Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, really only to visit Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, not to follow anyone other than to visit the shrine and maqam of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. But even the shrine and maqam of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, Grandshaykh, all Grandshaykh, Rasulullah is in our heart. And for this, when we make the dua, we say at the end of the presentation that وَنَوَّرَ اللَّهُ أَضْرِحَتَهُمُ الْمُبَارَكَةَ, Allah to lighten their shrines and their maqams, because we are ones whom our hearts and our bodies and our spiritualities is the shrines and the maqams of all these awliya, carrying them as they are carrying us, because not they are in graves or a shrine here or there, but they are in the divine presence of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah. You will not find anyone except the one whom you are a one carrying them in his heart. And for this light will come to this heart. And now what is the wisdom of all this story? That if you will not be in istiqamah, you are not going to follow the istiqamah, which is the right path, and not to follow really the balance and the teaching of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, to be balancing it according to what Mawlana likes and love, and Grandshaykh and Awliyaullah, as the Sahaba, they used to spread the teaching and Sunnah of Rasulullah until it reached to us, how it reached us by them. And if you will not make these practicing teaching to everyone, instead everyone, he wants to be the head, he wants to be the successor, he wants to be the Khalif, he wants to be representing Mawlana, he wants to be making rumors and troublemakers, he wants to follow his mind, a little bit of money in his pocket, he wants to make himself a big generous one, and instead to spend them on his family and children and donate in the way of Allah Almighty, spending them in useless things, thinking that he's doing well as Fahim. Also, all these, they are totally out of their mind and they are losers. And the same is everyone all over the world, and with successors, with the Khalif, with deputies, with the Murids, and you will see that, you will see, going to see every one of you, day after day, this crowd going to be smaller and smaller, much more rumors and backbiting, much more splitting, much more running away, much more. Some will be isolating themselves to be with Mawlana, and they have a kind of reflection of visions so that to progress in their spiritual life, and the other will follow another shaykh, another way, and they will leave the Naqshbandi way, and some they will leave totally, some they will still, but they want to make it according to their mind as they like it, according to their satanic way, not according to heavenly or godly or Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Grandshaykh or Mawlana. And for this time of Prophet Sayyidina Sulaiman alayhi salam, Mawlana telling this story, and Grandshaykh advising, and I am for sure telling you that 99.99 they want to curse me, and no one is going to do by it, but I don't care. I told you I don't care. I only one appointed to serve spiritually and to pray for everyone and to advise. The one who accepts, he's accepting me and Allah Almighty and Rasulullah and Awliya, not me. Nothing. I am one like you. What will come to me, I will first try to do it on myself, then to tell it to people, to you. And for this time of Prophet Sayyidina Sulaiman, and Allah crowded for Sayyidina Sulaiman on his right hand all human beings, mankind as soldiers, on his left hand all jinn type as soldiers, over him all the birds, and he used to have his throne on a carpet, and the wind will be flying all this army and taking them traveling them from one country to another to open it and to spread Islam in it. And he used to have this carpet as a flying carpet over all of them. And all of them under the obey, because Allah does in him prophecy. They cannot not obey to him. And for this Allah Almighty was making Rasulullah to choose between to be a king prophet like Prophet Sayyidina Sulaiman, to give him much more than not 70,000 times, but countless and endless power and the godly power than given to Sayyidina Sulaiman, to Rasulullah. But Rasulullah is choose to be a slave prophet to Allah Almighty. To be a slave prophet, not to be a king prophet. To be always in the poor, showing poorness and weakness and slavery to Allah Almighty. And he said to sit like a slave, to pray like a slave, to eat like a slave, and to be practicing the teaching of Allah Almighty as a slave to Allah Almighty, not as a king. Like this our Prophet chose, and we must choose the same way. Not we must be choosing the way that we must be rich, we have bungalows, palaces, gardens, traveling here, there, spending money there, and leaving our families to be getting poor and not happy, and less depression on them, coming more depression over them and burden, and they will be accusing them that they are the bad one and we are the very good one. Allah pure by Yazid, inshaAllah, bless him by long life, and this inshaAllah will be nothing, only it is something from fasting coming over him, and also upgrading him high maqams, because he is awliya, mashallah, and for this Allah upgrading him. Inshallah, one day, today, he will be going out of the hospital, inshallah, don't worry about it. Mawlana take this responsibility and pray for him. And like this, Sayyidina Sulaiman was very sincere to Allah Almighty. Prophet. What prophet can be not sincere to Allah Almighty? He was a prophet. and from the important 313 Prophet, يعني Prophet, Messenger to Allah, Nabiyyan Rasulan, Prophet and Rasul to Allah. And so when he was flying with his carpet, and this right hand with mankind, left hand with jinn, birds over him, all kind of the birds, all soldier for him. Under him, all wind carrying the carpet, and the throne so huge was on the carpet. Then all at a sudden the carpet curved, declined, and the throne declined. And Sayyidina Sulaiman, Prophet Sulaiman, was going to fall down. Then he had a whip, you say, whip. By the whip he flapped on the carpet and telling him, stop him. يعني استقامة, you know what they mean, استقامة? يعني turn to be as you were in as before, to be in the right way, not to be declining like this, but to be istiqamah means to be straight in yourself, straight, stable, not only stable, to be a straight, true one. This true one, the true murid, always will be stable and straight in the way of Allah Almighty, not curving or declining himself like this or like that, not shaking, not moving, or any wind will come, like trees, one wind comes, either will go right side or left side or like this or like that, according to the wind, how is playing with it. So not to be like this, be straightened, be careful and whip him. Then the carpet, Allah make him to talk and told Sayyidina Sulaiman, until your heart will be straightened, I will be straightened. Allah ordering me to decline because your heart is not straight. Prophet Sulaiman. Then Sayyidina Sulaiman wake up. Then he saw that proudness from this big kingdom which Allah gave him, and all these under him, mankind, jinn, birds, all wind carrying him. He was little of proudness coming to him that he is so big one. Allah teaching him a lesson, ordering the carpet, curve yourself, decline, you say decline? Tilt, and the carpet tilt in him, so he was going with his own to fall down, and whipping him, straighten yourself, be again as before, he say, until your heart will be not tilting, I will be not tilting. Then Sayyidina Sulaiman wake up from his headless, from all the time to be well connected and well dressed by the presence of Allah Almighty and the wahy revelation to him. He saw that there is a tilt in his heart, and he was quickly repenting, astaghfirullah, and straightening himself. Then the carpet was straightened and no more tilting, but was in the very smooth, usual way, carrying Sayyidina Sulaiman and his son. And like this, all of us now, we are tilting. And for this, Mawlana is advising this tilting of your hearts, making your mind to be tilting, your thoughts to be tilting, your progress in spiritual way tilting, and Allah then will split you and make every one of you to be no more to be send hidayah to him or guidance spiritually, to be like a common people. If he do goodness, he will be rewarded 10 times. If he do badness, will be rewarded and punished by one badness, and he will be then like domestic animals, because Allah saying common people like domestic animal, or much more worse, and will be blind here and much more blind in day of judgment. And this advice for all the Khalifs, successors, all whom they are telling that they are the responsible one, and the one whom they are backbiting and making rumors, so that they want to split Jama'ah to make small crowds, so that they will be leading, because they are not satisfied by the Khalif, especially if he's a sincere one. They are not happy with him, because they want only the ones who make proudness in them, and to give them much more satanic word, much more proudness, much more to be well appearing, to be with politicians, with presidents, with ministers, with sultans, with kings, to be very well known. They don't want the Khalif who will make them to be, or the deputy, or in brotherhood or sisterhood in Naqshbandi way, to teach them humbleness and to be in the way of Allah Almighty, and not to care for all people, but to build up what ruined in their heart between themselves, between their hearts and Allah Almighty, and to ruin everything between them and between all these sultans, ministers, presidents, people of this earth, to ruin what is between you and what is built up in your heart between you and them, because it will be only like a sewage for waste coming to your heart. And instead to ruin your heart and to clean it, to purify it from all this sewage and statues, and to be straightened, not tilting, and well built up, that no one else than Allah Almighty and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Grandshaykh and Mawlana to be in it, and to spread the real teaching of Mawlana, to spread the real zikr and Khatm al-Khwaja Khan. No more dancing and jumping, no more all these bad things which Allah doesn't like, or Rasulullah or Sharia. And for this advice to all of them: the one who accepts, most welcome; the one who doesn't accept, for I don't want to continue. You know better what I am meaning. Not to accept. May Allah forgive us and bless us, and make us to be always in the right path, not tilting, but to be confirmed in the way of Allah Almighty, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Grandshaykh, Seed of Awliya, Sultan of Awliya, and all Awliya, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, Sayyidina Umar, Sayyidina Usman Ali, and all Awliya Allah, how they reach to be Awliya because no tilting in their heart, and they built up their heart not to be a ruin, but to be throne for Allah Almighty and house for Allah Almighty, not to be a sewage for the statues and waste of the people. إلى شرف النبي سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وآله وصحبه وعدد أستاذنا وأستاذ أستاذ والصديقين لله تعالى الفاتحة. All Murids all over the world, Khalid, backbiting, rumors, splitting ones, whom they want to make themselves important, successors, put it like earrings in your ears. This advice from Mawlana Shaykh Nasr. Allah, 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 Aziz, Allah, 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 Kareem, Allah, 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 Subhanallah, Allah, 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 Sultan, Allah, you are Sultan, Allah Almighty, as we are your weakest servant. Allah Almighty, bless us by sincerity, straighten us, Ya Rabbana, Ya Allah, make us in the true path, Ya Rabbana, Ya Allah, confirm us in your way, in the way of Rasulullah, Grandshaykh, Mawlana Abdullah Dastai, Mawlana Nazim Rahman, Sayyidina Abu Bakr, Sayyidina Umar, Sayyidina Sayyidina Isa, Ali Bayt and all Grandshaykh, Sayyidina Shah, Abdul Khalid, Sahib al-Zaman, Sayyidina al-Mahdi, Sayyidina Isa, and all prophets, and all awliya, to be in their, confirmed in their way, to be servant to them, to be kissing their feet and under their feet also, and to be sincere to Rasulullah, beloved to Rasulullah, loving Rasulullah, and Ahlul Bayt al-Nabi, and awliya Allah, and to be sincere to you, Allah Almighty, beloved to you, and loving you, Allah Almighty, and humbleness, dress us, and dress us to be ones whom building up their house to be houses for Allah Almighty, to you, Allah. Make us to be devoting our life and our house only for you, Allah Almighty, and Rasulullah. حرمة الحبيب وحرمة الفاتحة. Go and sleep. What is the time now? 3:20. There is half an hour. Assalamu alaikum. The one who wants to listen, let him listen. The one that doesn't listen. this you can broadcast it quickly. Don't keep it to 1 second. Quickly try to transmit it to broadcast it. To let them